So on this Southern Saturday, you already know we right here at work. Decided to hop on, see what's good. What the talk of the town is going down. The word on the curve. You heard me. Oops, forgot to set this up. Don't take long no more because obviously, bam, we came accustomed. There we go. You already know here in Southern California is another beautiful, nice day, right? It's warm, clear skies, beautiful day to be out and about and doing, shit. But you already know we stuck at work, so we decided to hop on, and chop it up with individuals. And see what's going on. And I did drop another video, a new video on my other channel. If you guys want, you guys could go scope that out. It's a rap reaction to a song that supposedly had the best rappers in it, right? Now it had good rappers, legendary rappers, but obviously it was missing some that I would have put in there, like Easy, Tupac, Nate Dogg. I would have made a few swaps, but nonetheless, it was good. It was good. Flex their muscles. What muscles, my boy? We ain't fit. I'd be lying if I said I was. Yeah, the sun is out over here. It's still early over here. It's barely 5:52. So, still early. See, still sunny as hell. Oh, you're on the same time zone? Yeah. Washington State. Órale, all right. Feed me. But I know the weather over there isn't it like a little bit more like gloomy and like rainy? It's like more gloomy, isn't it? Like over there? I don't know. Every time I talk to people that stay like out there, like it always seems like it's like fucking snowing and shit like that. All right, sunny over there all the time. All right, feed me. Then where my homie stays at, then it must be like the fucking, like the forever winter side, because I feel like that fool's always snowed in. That was like gloomy and sad. Nah. I know gloomy does affect the moods, right? People doing stuff. Yeah, no, so I get what you mean. Technically when it looks like kind of fucked up outside, like it really doesn't give you like the motivation to do something, What's cracking like in Derek? What you getting yourself into, my boy? Oh, Mr. Pasa. What's cracking like in Ishi? What you getting yourself into, my boy? Yeah, but here in Southern Cali, we've been having that beautiful weather, though. It's been, well, so far it hasn't been hot, like before. It's been like 80, 85, 87. You know what I mean? So, we've been feeding, man. What's the temperature? Right now, the temperature is 86. So, you know what I mean? You got a little breeze, so feels feed, man. West up, fool. Shout out to the west. Can't wait for hoodie season. Yeah, I sleep better in that time. Compared to the sunny, compared to the summer nights, right? Where it's like, it's hard to sleep. Modelos, oh, well, over here, people drink at shit, it could be snowing, bro, motherfuckers be drinking. We used to post up, bro, and it would be raining hard as fuck. I mean, like, hard, bro. And we'd be out there posted drinking. Fucking beer kept getting full because of the water. We would go in there. Like, damn, bro, I can't seem to finish this shit. Now, we'll post up even in the, like, when it was, like, pouring like cats and dogs, bro. Like, we were still out there. What's cracking like in Chirps? What's good, Angel? What's cracking like in, my boy? Se la buena vida, carnal. You getting yourself into, my boy? How's everything for you? Oh damn! I just remembered I was supposed to watch that fucking interview with that guy Lazy Boy on Vlad. Somebody had requested that. Barely remembered right now because I haven't watched it. Vlad's gonna have even Big Tone now, huh? He's gonna have Big Tone on there. It's good that people are not making it a big deal, like when they first came down over here to to No Jumper. When everybody was on their feelings and crying. Like, bro, you know that Northerners come down to Southern California on a day to day, bro. Well, the non-famous ones I'm talking about. Like, can't keep tabs on everybody, fool. Motherfuckers acting like if people have tracking devices on everybody. Goofballs. Yesterday from Mr. Shadow 57 interview, Cam Capone. Yeah, I scoped it out. New collaboration track women. Yeah, Simon. I scoped it out. It was a really, really good interview. I like that it stayed on subject and that no diving into bullshit. How an interview should be, bro. One of the crazy parts about it is like you have these channels like example, No Jumper or Vlad, right? Who bring on artists, rap artists. That's the reason why they're there. They're rap artists, so they're there to interview them, because they're good rappers or whatever, right? But yet when they're there, they talk about everything except rap. Like they talk about nothing that's rap related. They talk about they start asking them shit that's like, bro, like stick to the music, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Like, you goofball. Oh damn, what do we have here? I'm Turkish. I'm 20 years old. If you want to make good money, do it. Marriage with me. I'll sing you. $1,000 every month. I know. Easy way if you serious. Well, there you go. For anybody who's interested. And making some easy money. My guy right here is, willing to make the transaction. And you gotta make it legit, bro. More legit than fucking Al Bundy's injury. When he injured himself and they sent that inspector fool to make sure that he's traumatized of shoes now. So he can't have shoes on? That's just funny. Do you think people who have dating, marriage preferences of their own race are racist, or do you think it's natural to prefer your own? I don't even think it's natural. With people, it's just people don't really like to dive into stuff that they're not familiar with. People tend to go with stuff that they're familiar with, right? Because it makes them feel comfortable. What they already know compared to trying something new. There's very few people that actually like trying new things, right? So that's what it is, is that most people prefer the comfort zone. So they just, look for whatever, like something that they could already relate to and know about, right? What they're already accustomed to. So that's why most people tend to, date within their own, ethnicity, but not to say that they don't like, or are interested in other, ethnicities, because obviously people are attracted to, whatever they're attracted to, right? Regardless of ethnicity. So it's not that they're racist, people can't automatically assume that just because somebody prefers to date in their own race that means that they're racist. It could just be that they just don't like to dabble into new stuff and they just like to go to whatever they're already used to. Now, when you're dating somebody, right, and if, like, let's say somebody is not cool with you dating somebody of a different ethnicity, then that person's racist. Right? I don't give a fuck what ethnicity my kids bring home. You know what I mean? If my kids are happy with that person, then that's all that matters to me. I give a fuck less what they are. You know, as long as they cool and they treat my kid good, then that's all that matters to me. I care less what, you know, what they are. What do you think about people? Salutes homie from the 626. That's right. Shout out to the 626. SGV. Feel me? Vlad brings up so on his own gangster business. Yeah, I know. He. I'm telling you, like he always dives into like, bro, did you bring him there to talk about the music or to fucking question him about his gangsterism? You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Vlad. It's because he knows that these people, you know, their information really isn't out there like that, and he's trying to bring like, oh, to you know, his channel to be the first to, you know, dive into all of that, right? That way people could just, you know, head over to his channel and watch that, right? Like, bro, it's not gonna work, bro. You goofball. What do you think about me? Not to date and are fine being single and the rest of their life. Well, that's cool too, bro. You know what I mean? Like if they you know prefer to be alone and not, you know, be with somebody, then, you know, it's their life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think it's healthy, right? At the end of the day, just because people just need someone to, you know, to be able to talk to and etc. Right? But if that's what they choose to do, then that's what they choose to do. Can nobody be mad at that? You know, because there's some people out there that, you know, just don't, you know, want to be in a relationship. Shit, there's some that don't even want kids. You know, so I understand. You know, some people, you know, are traumatized of relationship, right? Growing up and seeing, you know, some ugly stuff, right? So they just were like, nah, fuck that. Like they just wouldn't even risk, you know, going through the same thing. I think it has to do with individuals being broken or don't see themselves. Like something wrong with them, you mean? No, because there's individuals out there that really feel like there's something wrong with the world. Right? They feel like there's nothing wrong with them and it's the world that's broken. There's legitimately individuals that see it that way. Now, blame that on their narcissism or what, but it's for a reason they see it that way. You know, it's like those individuals that tries to convince the world that everybody else is lying and they're the only one that's telling the truth. Like, you're telling me that all those 20 people that said this about you are lying and you are the only one that is telling the truth here. Like, I see. Even though these people don't know each other and come from different parts, but they all said the same thing, but they're all lying. And you, who already has a shady history, is telling the truth. Like, yes. Well. I used to work at the warehouse. Simón carnal. I'm high as fuck right now. Eso es todo, hijo. Higher, higher, babe. But God trades his own love for us in this while we were still sinners. Christ died for us. Well, Christ is not God though. So, you know, it's not the same thing though. If you confess our sins, that's another thing that baffles me. It's like when people tell me like, you know, or like, you know, people have to confess their sins or, you know, like repent, and it's like, well, bro, how do you know that people are committing sins and like why they should repent though? Like, it's not good to judge either. I'm not saying like you, but I'm saying like in general when people, you know, say it. You know, like there's people out there that radicalize their religion, you know, views, like expect people to this and that, like judging them without actually really knowing them. Like well, you can't assume just because they don't take religion like you do that they're automatically bad people or that they're doing bad things. Nobody's perfect, my guy. Perfection does not exist. Vatos locos forever, Holmes. Yeah. For those claiming to be perfect, they're just stuck in delusion. Long live to the one below. Lucifer? Jesus Christ wasn't perfect either, my guy. And that's one of the things that I hear people say too, and it's like he was not perfect either. Now I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but I'm saying like he realized from his errors as well. Well, that's the thing. Only he can tell you the sins he committed. What do you think about people that believe in God without being legal? So the religion, that's good too. You don't have to be in a religion, right? Um, to have strong faith. You know what I mean? Because obviously, when we're talking about religion, it does get complex, right? Because so many different religions and so many different gods, and so many different beliefs, and everybody claiming that theirs is the right one and the real path and the true word and you feel me? Because as much as the Catholics say that it's theirs, the Christians will say it's theirs, and then the Muslims will say it's theirs, and you know what I mean. So it's just like, you know, that's why I just don't even bother, to dive into those conversations, because I know how, defensive people get, you know. Have a good night. Jesus Christ loves you. Hey, well, have a good night, and I appreciate the kind words. It's hard to trust people. Seems people are first to lie and own up. When you work with people, you see red flags in conversations. If they lie, are the same with big heart. Facts, bro. And I understand what you're talking about. I understand where you're coming from. If there's one thing that it's like, people, say like, well, where's your evidence when you say that, certain individuals are doing it for a certain reason, or you branding them a certain way, and then they say like, well, where's the evidence? Well, the evidence, there's thousands of years of human history, bro. There's been people just like these individuals. They're not the only ones that have tried to bust these kind of mamadas. And if there's anything that history has taught you, is that man lies. And man lies for their own selfish motives. You know what I mean? So when people be like, "Well, why would this individual lie?" Well, I mean, because there's been obviously a pattern of humanity, tending to do that. You know what I mean? And they do it for their own, insecurity reasons, right? Like, maybe they're not happy with their reality, right? And they just gotta lie and to make themselves feel better about their overall, way of living. But there's different reasons of why people lie, right? It's not healthy, but you know, if you call your dad a father or pops, does he love you any less? I don't know. I was raised one of my fathers, so I wouldn't know. Religion is man-made. A lot of that. Oh yeah, there's been so much blood spilled in the name of the church that it's not even funny. You know what I mean? People have been using the word, to spin their own narratives and get their own ways for thousands and thousands of years. Like my belief is just that I believe in man. I believe in mankind. I believe that man is good. I believe that man can accomplish anything that they put their minds to, and life has proven that, right? With you know the leaps in knowledge, education, and shit that we have created and discovered. It's in itself proves that man is great, right? Because that all was because of man's hard work and dedication, right? So I don't believe that nobody, is pulling strings, but humanity has it within themselves. And yes, I do believe that man is naturally good, not bad. So I don't believe if people, now know the truth about religion or God, that the world will go to shit if they realize that there's no afterlife. You know what I mean? Because just overall, how humans are, you know, we're just not built like that to be so reckless and careless. Not to say that there isn't individuals out there that are like that, right? But to say the overall population of humanity is more good than bad. You know what I mean? Like if you have like a 2-year old out there in the streets, right, and three grown ass men are beating up the 2-year old, a lot of people are gonna feel some type of way, bro. They're gonna be upset. They're gonna want to go to the kid's defense. Now, in that bunch of individuals, there is going to be some that will be like, well, maybe the kid did something wrong, or who cares? That's not my kid. Fuck it. You know what I mean? That you do have individuals that will see it that way, that wouldn't care or wouldn't feel nothing. But there's a good, you know, let's say, guess that a majority of individuals are going to see it some type of way, right? Are going to feel empathy and all of that. But you are going to have some in the bunch that aren't going to feel nothing at all. But the overall group is going to feel some type of way. So, meaning, more people are good than bad. Or more people have a heart than they don't, right? And that just, I just apply that to the world, right? Because time and time again, history has taught us that when something, natural disaster or some crazy scandalous shit or whatever, people, help others, right? They donate or they split their food with other people, but they show, acts of kindness, right? The thing is that society focuses too much on the negative, that they don't see all the good shit out there, right? Because they're too focused stuck on all the bad shit that people do, right? But as much bad shit that you see out there is as much good shit that you see out there. It just depends where you're focusing all your time on. Because obviously, if you're focusing all your time on the negative, then you're gonna see the world in a negative light, bro. Like in a negative way, like, oh, people can't get along, or this world's going to shit, or fuck, man. But if you focus on the positive, you'll see like, damn, there is a lot of good out there, and there is hope for humanity, and oh, then shit ain't as bad as people make it seem it is, right? It just depends where you're focusing all your attention on. You know what I mean? If all you feed yourself is negativity, of course you're gonna see the world negative. When the fuck do you ever take a break from that and feed yourself positivity? So you feel like you don't even out of mind, out of sight, no? That's some real shit. Why do you think all the people that go off the wagon and do all these, heinous crimes, or they go off their rockers? If you pay attention to everything all the videos they search up, all the shit that they read, everything, whatever, is nothing but pure negativity, bro. Negativity after negativity, negative video after negative video, and they drown themselves in all that. That's why they fucking see the world the way they see it, right? And they feel like the only way to save it is to go out in a shooting spree. Because, yeah, look at all the shit that they were feeding themselves, bro. Ain't no wonder why they fucking seen the world, the way they did. Or that it's helpless or pointless. Like, thanks for the donation. Hey, I appreciate that. You guys never have to, but I do appreciate when you guys go ahead and do that. You know, I send my, respects your way. You guys never have to. I appreciate it. What do you think about individuals who mentality and go after only? Yeah, that's one thing I don't understand either. Like you got to think for yourself. You just can't. You know, that's one of the things that I tell my kids whenever they ask that they want something, right? I tell them, well, why do you want it? Don't tell me that because all your friends have it. Because if that's what it is, then I'm not gonna get it for you. You got to tell me why you want it. Now, why your friends or why the crowd? You got to think for yourself. Be your own individual. Don't worry about the rest of the crowd and what they're doing. Or you're only gonna do it because to fit in. And that's the thing. People that set the trends, obviously they're the ones that are the unique ones because they're doing something that nobody's used to seeing or has heard of or even knows, right? They're the ones that start doing it, and then it catches on and everyone now starts following this person and what he's doing or mimic him or whatever, right? But him, because he chose to be different, he chose to do something that's not of the norm. He set the trends and everyone else just followed. People have to be unique and think for themselves and do their own thing. Don't be afraid, because all the people that set the trends, bro, when they started doing what or wearing whatever the fuck, they were the first. They didn't care about what people or how people might see them or judge them. They just did what they did and do what they do. You know what I mean? And then you have the ones that now follow the mob, and then the ones in the middle of that mob will start now judging and making fun of other people that aren't following or doing the same as them. Those people clearly are the biggest sheeps of them all, bro. Making fun of others because they didn't choose to be a sheep like them. Those are the biggest cheerleaders. Those are the biggest, infiltrators and outsiders and fakers. The ones that choose to ridicule other people, for not following, like they did. And because they don't want to feel like their followers is the reason why they choose to, point and make fun of, to cover up their insecurities and their faults. That's the reason why they target people. Throw the attention away from them and the fact that they're sheeps. There are some people who that they're trying to make a better world. Trying to tell me a long time ago before passed away. Oh, I send my condolences, my boy. Now, of us are criminals. Yeah, I feel you. Viva Mexico, viva el perico. Why do people always got to involve Mexico in drugs, bro? You aren't doing our people any service. Why can't you say viva Mexico and our beautiful culture instead of el perico? No mames. I noticed that a lot of people do that shit. And it's like, why do people have to, reference drugs or guns or, being assholes to our cultura, right? Why can't they, say something positive, like, involve it with something positive instead of something negative? For drug trafficking, but I'm just like, and being farmer, they want to. Hey, Rico, help me. Obviously, I know you're trolling, my guy. Life's good. Another night, I fell asleep outside next to some ducks. Damn, my boy, with some ducks? Shit, there ain't no ducks over here. That should be clean. I mean, you are. Have I seen some fucking ducks down over here? Oh, you know what? I have seen some ducks when I went to the Santa Fe Dam. There was some ducks there. But that's probably the only place I seen them at. I don't see no fucking ducks anywhere else. It's rare you see any fucking animals like that around this bitch. Es mi trabajo, viejo. Muevo. ¿Cómo que mueves, perico? ¿Lo que estabas torcido, carnal? No, ya estás cambiando la historia. Como ya no te la creo. Y fíjate que ya te iba a mandar algo, un regalo, pero miro que no, 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 no. Puras tranzas, carnal, puras tranzas. Ponte las pilas, hijo. Con razón te agarraron, ¿ves? Como se te durmió el gallo, ¿no? Puro pedo, carnal, ya sabes. Where are you from? California, Los Angeles. Some parts of Mexico is nice and beautiful. Yeah, no, yeah, and just like anywhere else in the world, right? It's gonna have its beautiful areas and its not so nice areas. You know, that's the way of everywhere else. In Canada, 60 years of trade. I will crew my. In Oregon, there's all kinds of animals. Yeah, no, I picture that in my head, like there being like fucking deers and fucking mooses and fucking ducks and lions and not lions, but I know. But I picture like animals like that, like roaming around. Right here, it's like you'll see a pigeon. Have you seen geese? Shit, down here, I don't ever think I see that. I mean, don't get me wrong. When you go to the zoo, you see them, right? But like, let's say like in like just like roaming around the streets, nah. You see no fucking. You'll see like a raccoon or a possum, but it's rare though. It's rare for those shits too. We have rats and roaches. There's a lot of that. Give your doggy 30 Sanchez. No mames, you said a 30 Sanchez. I remember puro dogs and cats. Yeah, serio. And you don't even see that much straight cats and dogs, no more. Yo, no ocupo nada, pinche. Pero no te enojes, hijo. Nomás estamos cotorreando, carnal. No, no, me cae que ya te estás portando como una vieja. Lo que eras el mero mero chingón. El Guzmán. El señor de señores. El rey de reyes. El grande de grandes. Who said polar bears? There has been. Oh shit, serio? Oh, you know what I had seen? No, like when I did go to Pasa, right, to visit my Jaina's Nana. We seen some fucking those birds that have like different. They're like blue and green. What the fuck are those shits called? And their tail is like a fan. Man, you see them at the zoo too. What the fuck are those shits called, man? They're like exotic birds. Peacocks. There you go. Peacocks. You see peacocks. I seen some fucking peacocks. But then again, she stays like where the mountains are and whatever. So, todavía con razón, ¿verdad? Peacocks son so. I'm sorry, soy el Mexican. ¿Dónde vas a mirar un pinche peacock en México, hijo? Ya no hay peacocks en México. Tal vez un pinche tacuache o algo así, pero ¿cuándo vas a mirar un peacock? No estoy mintiendo, porque si vas a Acapulco, tal vez. Pero estoy hablando de los pinches meros ranchos, All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.